Hi everyone, Janeri here, and today we're going to be talking about prairie warblers. And as you can see, I'm at the Prairie Warbler Trail at the Nature Center. Ignore the rain. Can't really do anything about the weather, but I'm just going to hike up here and see if I see a prairie warbler or hear them. I heard one earlier, but I'm not too sure if I'll be able to hear one this time. But as I walk through here, I can just discuss the habitat that the prairie warbler usually prefers, what kind of food they eat, and just general details about them. The prairie warbler is a pretty small songbird. It usually has a yellow throat and belly with black streaks on their face, sides, and wings. Although this varies depending on the sex and what stage in their life they're in, they typically look like what's on the screen. They're pretty small songbirds, usually measuring around 4.3 inches in length. Setophaga means moth eater in Latin, and discolor means alter the proper or natural color of. Honestly, I'm not entirely sure what the discolor part could mean, but if you have an idea, leave a comment below. Their calls are very quick and high-pitched, sounding like buzzy zzz, and some people have described it as almost sounds like they're powering up. That's usually how some explain it to children. So the trail continues that way, but as you can see here, this is kind of like a grassland in a way. It really only has shrubs, maybe some small trees, but that's usually what they prefer. They like these areas that are kind of close to the forest but not in the forest. But as we walk through here, I hope to hear one if I'm lucky. I hope I'm lucky today. Another thing to add about where they typically live is that they like to stay within shrubs and enjoy open areas, regenerating forests, brushy pastures, and overgrown fields. They stay low and enjoy actively jumping around and flying in the brush while flicking their tails. They are migratory birds that will spend winters in the Caribbean and Florida. Because of this, they face threats like free-roaming cats, window collisions, and habitat change. I think I do hear one in the distance, so let's just listen. Yeah, right there. Since they do tend to stay low, their nests are also low. Female prairie warblers will build open cup nests that are stuffed with animal hair, plant material, grasses, and more. These nests are usually low in a tree or shrub, raising 1 or 2 broods a year. Males return to the same place each year and sometimes attract more than one mate. In terms of their diet, they enjoy munching on insects, spiders, and other small macroinvertebrates. They're very skilled in catching insects mid-air and by hovering to get them from the underside of leaves. They also eat a few types of berries and occasionally sap from the tree holes that were made by sapsuckers.